How's it going, guys? Bit of a driving live stream today. Hold on a quick second. Let me back out of here, make sure I can see my shit. Alright. So, if any of you are confused as to the title of this live stream, what the fuck, Canada? Specifically, Ottawa and Montreal. The teams, not the cities. Cities I have no opinion of. Actually, I've been to Toronto. Toronto's a very nice city. I like Toronto. Montreal's kind of nice too, except that the French Canadians can sometimes be a bit of assholes. But, alright, hold on a second, guys. Gonna zip through here when I get hit by nobody. So, I want to talk about the dumpster fire that is the organization. Okay, we're back now. Sweet. No picks, nothing. Straight up. Domi for Galchenyuk. Now, doesn't Montreal need a center? I think they do. Why would you trade Galchenyuk? Your best center prospect to Arizona. First of all, Arizona, watch out for them. Because, I mean, if Montreal came to me and said, hey, we'll give you, say, hey, you want to trade Domi? Well, yeah, we could talk. All right, you want Galchenyuk for him? Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Yeah, he's a year older, but I think his ceiling's definitely probably better than Domi's. But why? Like, I don't understand what Montreal management is thinking. Oh, maybe they're going to do this. Hey, why don't you try Carey Price at center? There you go. Have Niemi be the goalie. Yeah, because he's a great fucking goalie. He did phenomenal last year. Yo, who the fuck needs Carey Price? Put Carey Price at center. There you go. Why the fuck not? You might as well. He's about as fucking good as Domi will be. Nothing against Domi, because I like Domi. But I don't think he's a center at all. I don't think he's ever even played center. It's not a position you can just throw someone in. You know, well, here's another idea. Why don't you trade for Burns? Put Burns at center. I mean, well, he used to be a forward, sure. And then, it doesn't even go with the fact of fucking Ottawa. What the hell are you thinking, Melnick? Why are you doing this shit? Are you trying to alienate people? This is Canada, the Valhalla of hockey. This is supposed to be the best place in the world for hockey players, hockey teams to see games, and you treat your fans like garbage. That's excluding Toronto, Calgary, and Edmonton and Winnipeg. Edmonton is a whole nother story. I don't know as though it's really necessarily bad management on Edmonton's part. I think they just put too much pressure on McDavid myself, because I think McDavid's a phenomenal player, and I'm really actually kind of surprised that they've done as bad as they did last year. But you know, they got cap issues and this, that, and the next thing. But as far as Canada's concerned, I think Edmonton is the least of your problems. You know, and then you got Calgary, and there's nothing wrong with Calgary. Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with Calgary. They just can't get out of that damn bubble zone. They just can't get out of that fucking arena situation that's going on. You know, with them, they need a new arena. They can't get the Saddle Dome. Bettman won't give them an all-star game because he won't. Because, oh, you guys got a new arena. You need a new arena. We can't do it. You got a new arena. What are we going to do with the Saddle Dome? And we all know Bettman's just a fucking. He's just a sheet, anyways. He's just a goddamn cover-up for the owners. He's just figurehead for the owners. You know, Bettman doesn't really have much say in anything. I don't think. I think that he just. This is what the owners want, so that's what he does. But that's his job. So if anything, Bettman does a good job. People expect him to, like, oh, he does a shit job at this, that, and the next thing. It's like, well, his job is to be the voice of the owners. And as far as that's concerned, I think he does a phenomenally good job. There's a reason why he makes $7 million a year, and he's been in the league for decades. I mean, here's the crazy part. He came from the NBA. But he's got experience leading the league. So, you know, it's not Bettman. And God bless Bettman. He plays up the crowd. He loves the booze. It's just kind of a tradition now. When Bettman goes out, you boo him. And it's fun. It's all good fun. And we need somebody to point the finger at, and it's easy to point the finger at Bettman. Because he refuses to let Arizona move, and he refuses to let Florida move. Now, here's the thing. Both of those teams, I think, deserve to be in the league. Especially Florida. Look how good they did last year. Watch out for Florida. Watch out for Arizona. Because when they finally get Strome up, I don't know if he's going to come up this coming year. I think they might give him a shot. With him and Galchenyuk, they might give, you know, Galley might get that first line, and then they might try Strome at the second line center, which I think would not be a bad idea. Hey, Megan. But seriously, what is with these Canadian teams and being hot garbage? You have Toronto and Winnipeg, which are both, you know, Winnipeg, I'm so proud of you guys. You guys did so well in the season last year. You know, it's too bad that Vegas beat you out. Oh, I can focus on driving and everything. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We're good. I'm almost home anyways. But it's just, you know, you guys have hope, especially in Toronto. Like, Toronto is getting a cup very soon. They're gonna have a cup soon. They got too many good players. I'm excited. You will in a minute when I get home. But you know, I think that, you know, they got a lot of good prospects, a lot of good guys coming up, and watch out for Toronto coming forward. But another thing I want to touch on is what the fuck is going on in Ottawa? What? Just what are you thinking? First of all, supposedly, now I don't know if this is definite or not. Like, this could just be rumors, but I know that Karlsson's wife has already filed court stuff, so they're going to court for it, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be going to court if they didn't have some kind of proof or evidence. But supposedly, Mike Hoffman's longtime girlfriend has been saying some really inappropriate, really fucked up shit about Karlsson and his wife. Now, for those of you who don't know, Erik Karlsson and his wife had a miscarriage earlier this year. They lost a child. Now, being a parent myself, I feel for them. I can't even imagine how tough that must be to go through. But this person, who's made a bunch of different accounts, fake accounts, just to harass these two people, to harass Erik Karlsson and his wife, said, you know, it's too bad kid didn't even have a fighting chance because your wife was popping pain pills the whole pregnancy. Now, whether that is true or not, that is no one's place to say. That is low, and the person who said that, be it Hoffman's girlfriend, or if it's somebody else who's masquerading as this woman, shame on you. You deserve to go to hell, burn in a hole. That's just not fucking okay. You don't bring children into that shit. If you got a problem with them, that's fine. You got a problem. Not everybody's gonna like everybody, but you know, when a family just loses a child, they're vulnerable. You don't hit somebody when they're down. That's not only, like you said, a low blow, Megan. That's not just a low blow. That's kicking them when they're down. It's absolutely too far. Abso-fucking-lutely way too far. You know, and everyone was talking about how, oh, the last game of the season, you know, Karlsson grabbed the puck and left. As far as I can tell, from what I've heard, this harassment has been going on for months. Way before the playoffs, during the regular season. So he probably figured at that point, what I'm thinking is his thought process was, I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm done with Ottawa. I don't want to play here anymore. I'm gonna tell Melnyk to trade me because I don't want to deal with this bullshit. And if Melnyk is smart and it is Hoffman's girlfriend that's the problem, he better take Hoffman and ship his ass out of Ottawa. Because otherwise, he is not worth keeping. If you have the choice between Mike Hoffman and Erik Karlsson, you'd be stupid to pick Hoffman. Now, that's nothing to say against Hoffman's play, because I like Mike Hoffman as a player. He's a really, really good player. But he's no Erik Karlsson. You know, and it blows my mind how somebody could say something like that. regardless of your personal feelings about the person you're saying it about. I just don't understand how somebody can say something like that about someone's child who passed away, didn't even make it to birth. And I know there's a lot of people that have had miscarriages, and I know that there were times with our son that we weren't sure if he was gonna make it. You know, I've been in a similar situation. Who own American hockey teams? Since when are they better put together than Canadian was? You guys, as I said, you guys are the value of. If I was the owner of either of those franchises, I wouldn't just blow up the team. I would blow up management altogether. I would fire all the management. I would basically, if I was Montreal, I'd trade Price, I'd trade Gallagher, I'd trade anybody who has any kind of trade value, get picks and prospects. Complete rebuild. Build the whole thing, trade all the good players, picks, and rebuild from the ground up. And that's not just players, that's coaching, that's management, everything. Because obviously, that original of original. Toronto, like two freaking 100 years, or about 100 years at this point. 1917, 1918 was the first year of 100 years this league has been in. And I don't think there's any other in baseball. As I know the NFL, like get those down knows they for football and then Atlanta, one of the two. Because personally wouldn't stand for that if that was happening to me in my life. And I'm certainly glad to see that the Carlsons are not standing for it either. I applaud them saying we're not gonna, it's not right. And then Carlson, if he moves out of Ottawa, that he goes somewhere that he's gonna really like. I'm on lunch break. What? I'm on lunch break. Katie.